Boy, thought it was going to be peaceful here. So much for that notion. I can handle the music. Sort of. But add in the car alarm. It's a little bit much. And I'm on my first coffee. It's quiet so far until this afternoon. Very quiet. Yes. Is it going off? That's a pleasurable sound, isn't it? It's in my room. I have it. I'm just not out yet for the day. I'm just next door to my hotel. All alone here in this. There's almost nobody here in this mall. I'm staying in the exact same place. Except it's smaller, which I don't know how that happened. Honestly, I'm gonna put some pictures up, but last night I thought to myself, this is like being in a prison cell. The prison cell is bigger. They're working on it, I guess. Ah, man. No. This is the same place in Causeway Bay. I don't want to stay in Chungking Mansion because a lot of the stuff happens over here on the island. And even if I stayed over there, then this is freaking horrible, man. All right, they got that. Now can they turn the music down a little bit? It's still, like some of the places where the protests are taking place are up in the northwest. So there's, it's still a long way to go, And last night, I was streaming last night, and I went through the building. I went, oh, I think the last time, whenever I was talking last, I was heading towards the station, and I got to the station, and the station was closed. So I see these two guys, and I say, hey, is there another station that's open, or is this just this one? I thought maybe. No, they're all closed now. Oh, it's freaking irritating. This is a little better, this music. It's so surreal. That's the only way I can put it. Because I know what's going to happen this afternoon. There's going to be tear gas. There's going to be shooting. There's going to be, maybe there'll be some beatings. There'll be all kinds of stuff going on. And then here I am sitting here in this little shopping center, and they're playing this elevator music. And it is a trip, But what was I saying? That's one thing I've noticed. My memory is so bad. Short term, like really short term. I was thinking of something last night. I thought, oh, well, that's good. I have to put something into my phone. I have to put a note into my phone. And I opened my phone up to put the note in, and I went, what was I gonna put in there? What was I gonna put into my phone? I can't remember what I was gonna put in there. Same thing. I can't remember what I was just saying. Before the music was surreal. Andy, that shit's been happening for months, where companies have been sacking people because of their views. It's nothing new, and that cafe happened a couple weeks ago. I mean, you know, I would not want to be a cop here. I don't understand what's going on with my YouTube. It'll like right now, it's showing I have one person watching. There's all kinds of stuff going on. You know, the Chinese government has said that they're looking into the perfect way to choose and to replace Hong Kong's leader, so that the leader of Hong Kong is the perfect person. And it's such bullshit. Hey, Gennaro, you know, like this place and the way that they've been, that I've seen some of the police be to people. And there's a few other things that have made me really think twice about humanity, and you know, like people's lack of control. And I mean, you know, listen, I get pissed off sometimes, but I tend to control myself most of the time. Yeah, like right now it shows 1 viewer, 0 thumbs up on this stream. I don't understand what's going on with my YouTube app, where it keeps showing that I have 1 person. It's a little hard on the ego, man. I mean, you know, like only 1 person will watch you. It's my mother. Seems they've turned the music down. Yeah, even 11 is not very many. I don't know what's happened. Beer. Is it costly to travel in Hong Kong or to Hong Kong? Well, yeah, it is. It all adds up. It's costly to travel, man. I got news for everybody out there. Just about anywhere you go now, I mean, if you're an older person and you remember how it was before, in the old days, everything's expensive. Thailand's as expensive in some ways, or more expensive than the United States. I show 1. You know, whatever. I got 10 people watching me. I guess that's all right. Today, the the rally. Oh shit! Did I bring that paper? Yes, I did. That way, I can get the exact name of this. It's called the 112, or it's supposed to be 11-2, but it's just 112 emergency call for HK autonomy, for Hong Kong autonomy. And it's supposed to start at 3 o'clock in Victoria Park. However, I'll be out around 1 o'clock. Because usually everything starts at Sogo, and then they work the Sogo department store, and then they walk over in mass, or the police start confronting them. But this is a rally that has not been approved. it's been denied, and they went and appealed it, and that appeal's been denied. So, from what I've seen, the couple of protests that I saw that were denied, they turned out to be messy. So we'll see what happens. You know, and everybody just goes about doing their thing, you know, it's like, I can only imagine some places. Well, a year ago, I would have been in pretty much. I would have been in the hospital or getting out of the hospital. So it's good I look healthier. I'm stressed out. I'll tell you right now, honestly. Although I did get some good sleep. Got too many. Yeah, I know. It was nice and yellow. Looked like Big Bird or Homer. I got lots to do in the next couple of days, and hopefully everything will go as planned. So I told myself last night, I did a bunch of stuff, and I was up until, I don't know, 1 o'clock, and I woke up at 6:30, and I thought, wow, I slept 5.5 hours, man, that's awesome. I just gave myself that, and then I said, I'm gonna come, and I'm just gonna relax, just have another stream about nothing, and then this afternoon, you know, we'll see what happens. I don't like being around a lot of people. I don't particularly like it. And then there's supposed to be like 100,000 people today. And there's actually 3 rallies. So, I'm not sure. I know that the one in Victoria Park is going to be the biggest one. But they'll probably merge at some point. I don't know. We'll see. This lovely lady is winking at me. Exciting lifestyle. So, that's what's up. You know, yesterday I had a chicken curry. It wasn't real big. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't that big because it was kind of filling, but I think it was 48 Hong Kong. And, but they had like some special where it was like, so that's about what, $6. But they had a special where if you wanted to have a beer, you get a, like during their happy hour, you get one of their beers. It's called Guilo beer, which means like white boy beer, foreigner beer. And it was 68 for the beer and the chicken curry. So that's what, $8.50, something like that. So $8.50 for it was. I mean, it was 4.5 inches. So not real big in diameter. The chicken curry. So it's 850. What's that about? 250, 255, and 260 in baht. So it wasn't all that. Wasn't all that good. Well, I'm glad you feel that way, Sammy. Uh, I'm I don't always feel awesome. I feel, as they say in Thai, tamada tamada. But thank you. What's happening, Sammy? How you doing? Where are you at? Where are you living these days? Still Tokyo Sam? Or are you US Sam? US via Tokyo Sam. Living in a traveler's dorm. I don't need to know about your sexuality there, Sammy. It's the last thing I'm thinking of right now is sex. I never thought I would say that. You know, they're alright, man. Can always be better, can always be worse. You know? Thank you to the cleaning lady who didn't come over and like hover over me to clean the rail here. She's cleaning all the rails. I thought for a minute she was gonna come up. She looked like she was coming over here to start. I'm in I don't know what's the name of this place. It's near a Starbucks. That's the only thing. It's open now. There's like a lot of places not. What spiel? I got no spiel. I just like vomit out words. What is this up here? Oh, I should show you guys. I don't know what that is. It's just lights. Is Hong Kong safe to visit for Americans? Well, I mean, I don't think there's a problem with Americans per se. If you're involved in a protest or you're around the protest, it can be dangerous. Not because of your nationality, though. Now, if you're from mainland China, that's a different story. But you can go places here, you'll never even run into the protests. I mean, you know, yesterday I went walking around, and aside from a handful of guys shouting out some things, which I don't even know what they were saying, there was absolutely no sign of protest. That's what's so weird here. I really find it strange. It's not like an ongoing skirmish, and there's not ongoing battles and skirmishes. It's during the day, during the week, really nothing happens. On the weekends, then things happen in the mid-afternoon and evening. And it's so strange because the place is completely trashed. There's stuff on the streets, there's fires going, there's all kinds of barricades put places. I noticed that what they started doing, instead of having the steel barricades, they used to just put up these steel, I guess that's the only way you can say barricades. It was just a thing to protect people walking so they wouldn't just step out into the street. Now they have cement ones that are really, really heavy, and it detracts from the look of the city. But I guess that's why, because they're tired of the people moving the steel barricades out in the middle of the street and then lighting stuff on fire around it, and it makes it difficult for the police to get by. It slows them down. So. Von Helmer Strudel. What the hell is that? Where'd you come up with that name? Now you got me, man. You got me. And by the way, I have to say, I am wearing my Manscaped boxer briefs, whatever you want to call them, underwears, my Manscaped undies. I wore them yesterday. Wear them all the time now. And they're quite comfortable. Actually, if you see, I shaved my head, and guess what? And guess what? I used the Manscaped, the lawnmower 2.0 on my head. I figured if they've got a nick your sack, give it back guarantee, I might as well use it on my head, because and it worked really good. I was a little bit surprised, because I thought, oh well, maybe it's only meant for down yonder, but no. And I have the crop preserver on right now, the ball deodorant. I have that on. Of course, you can't go out now without I can't. Every day when I wake up, I gotta slather the, put a little deodorant on there. And I think the only people here are the people in Starbucks and the occasional person that's getting something from Starbucks. But anyway, yeah, so, and if you use the code Malin20, you'll get 20% off. So visit the Manscaped website, manscaped.com, get 20% out. I don't know how I segued into that. I didn't even think about, I'm gonna do a little ad for them today, a little promotion. I didn't even think about it. And this stream and all the other streams and all the videos are brought to you by the very kind people who don't give a fuck that some people are just a bunch of fucking mooching. I had to say that. Mooching viewers who can't give 50 cents or $1 because they let everybody else do it. Because I'm gonna tell you again, I wouldn't be doing this shit if it wasn't for the money. Sorry to say that, but it's a business. It ain't fucking UNICEF. Fortunately, I have a lot of very kind people who, they understand that there are a bunch of fucking freeloaders out there. But we won't get into that, now will we? Fortunately, Manscaped buys my underwear, or they send me underwear. They don't buy them, they make them. They make my underwear. Yeah, I'm very funny. Thank you. Book me a comedy gig. What are you doing? Well, sit over there. What do you got? No. What? Okay. Okay. What? Why, there's not. Can't you use the one underneath? I don't want you sitting here. You gonna sit over there? Okay. All right, no problem. Fuck. This lady comes over. Thank you very much, Chief Big Guns. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe it is. It's just my luck. Whenever there's a whole Starbucks open in Thailand, what happens? What am I? Am I that alluring? Is that what it is? I'm so alluring? It's okay. Somehow I doubt that. I doubt it's my magnetic charm. I whip my ass out and start taking a dump. Yeah, I'm sure that would really go over well. She can't speak. This is really surreal, honestly. The whole place is, well, there's people sitting here now. Yeah, exactly. Gee. Hong Kong. Just what I wanted this morning. Oh god. Yeah, that's true, spaceman. Oh, that's true. That's really funny. Anyway, what I was saying is, if you go to my website or you look down in the description, there are ways that you can contribute to this venture that I'm always taking part in, and putting my ass on the line and my eyes on the line. And you know, I saw a guy the other day. I think it was in Chile, maybe it was Bolivia. The guy got shot with a tear gas capsule, and the next thing you know, I guess it stuck in his face, or it went in his eye, and his eye was shooting out sparks and flames, and I shit you not. And I was like, oh my, that was the strangest thing. I'm like, I'm gonna remember to wear my goggles at all time. What the fangulo, man? Ugh. I feel like I'm watching a dog eat a ground beef after it hasn't eaten in 3 days. No offense. Oh, Gennaro, isn't that nice? See, I really don't care if people... I've come to the conclusion now that I've been too nice in my life. And too trusting. I'm gonna be mean if I want to be mean. Now she's eating an egg at my table. It's like, oh, what do I look like, the nice guy here? You're pushing it, von Helmer Strudel. Hey, go sit over there, honey. Honey, you got an open table over there now, honey. Hello, hello. Hello. Hey. I think she's deaf and mute. Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna torture you guys. You see over there? Hey. Yeah, but this is my table. It's me. It's not for me. It's no. You go over there. Get out of here. You're bugging me. No, it's the egg thing now. Listen, there you go. I understand she may be disabled, but she's got, the whole thing is that there's plenty of chairs. All right, she's gone now. For now, she'll be back. There's plenty of chairs, and all she wants to do is charge her little iPad. So go over there, sit over there, and use the, there's a charger right over there. She can sit by herself. She doesn't want to though. She wants to sit with me. I don't want company, Gennaro. God damn it, that's why I came to sit here, alone, with you guys. See, you guys are not in my space. You're in outer space there, you know, in La La Land. TV, YouTube land. Yeah, she thinks I'm hot. Listen, at this point, you know, hot is not a word I use to describe myself, okay? I don't think that way anymore. You know, like when I was young, I was like, ooh, I look good. Yeah, look at that 8-pack. Ooh, well, that thing's gone now. It's a 0-pack. It's a big old pack. When I was younger, you know, and I had hair, and I was ripped, and I was, okay, that was different. You know, I'm gonna share just because you said that, because I feel like I need to be a giver. No, it's not a keg, buddy. Not quite. Oh, she's taking her stuff away. She's angry with me. I think she's a little upset. Oh, Jesus. I know I'm irrelevant. I'm pretty irrelevant to everybody. Oh, please don't do that. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I mean, I feel her pain. I'm not gonna smell this stuff. I hope you enjoy it, Andy. This one's for you, buddy. Oh man, that's too funny. I mean, I should be, let me tell you something. If I'm ever going to earn any money from this trip, I should earn a hell of a lot more from this than from going out and walking around Hong Kong. I'm serious. This is like, I don't need to see this. Well, first of all, you're speechless no matter what, because there's no speech coming through. Oh my God, that's... I didn't bring any with me. It's in my room. I should start lathering up, huh? I mean, I'm supposed to feel bad, but I just... There's no decency. I don't need this. Oh, God. No, Jannar, she's waiting for you, buddy. Of course, nobody else is saying anything. I'm gonna leave you guys with this so you can. I'm just gonna let you guys watch this. Well, they do this kind of stuff in Thailand too. I could like, start being very sweet and everything, but I'm sorry. I just don't have it in me. Yeah, that's true. The music goes. The music goes with it very well. I mean, I don't smell anything, but then I don't smell anything most of the time anyway. She's gonna start watching porn. Oh, that's horrible. Oh man, I can't stop laughing. Oh God. Well, it's funny that you say that, MedTech. There are. Yeah, I bet. She'd take the last hair off your head, and believe me, she'd take everything else too. Gennaro. Gennaro, a dog is precious. A little baby is precious. A diamond is precious. That's not precious. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you. Oh. I'm in pain. They would never do this in Thailand. You know, they would never do it, and you know how I know? Because they would never show me the bottom of their feet. Oh, Gennaro. So I guess that makes me the bad guy. She might be, who knows? And that's okay. Of course, nobody's going to do anything. Nobody's going to say a word. Because that's, the non-confrontation here is what it's all about. I mean, what am I supposed to do? She got all those. Look at it. I'm going to show you. Oops. The whole place over there. And when I said, oh, why don't you go over there? She said, oh, the light's too bright. You're probably right, Gennaro. Be rubber bullets and tear gas canisters flying by her head, and she would be oblivious. They'd miss her by like a millimeter, and she'd just keep hobbling down the road. I could move, but then I basically lose. I lose no matter what. She'll be like my mascot. That's what I'll do. She's memorable. Yeah, of course you agree with her. Longhorns, you bastard. Oh, God. Yeah, I hear that all the time. That's the problem. There's pressure to come up with something better. I mean, what's next? She's gonna take a dump here? I draw the line at that. Starts peeing or shit in here. The stream in her life is pretty much over. Yeah, well, that's pretty. That's not a very, like, and like yesterday I went out. I don't think I really did anything bad, and I get like 15 thumbs down. I'm just wondering if it's the mainland Chinese, because I say I'm in Hong Kong, they automatically give me a thumbs down. I have to wonder about that. Some guy in Beijing going, who's this guy, Scott Mallon? He's probably reading Hemingway. Aside from her stinky feet, she's minding her own business. Yeah, well, you see what happens when you use Manscaped? Manscaped draws all kinds in. Hang on a second, I have to show you this. No climb. It has it specifically written in Chinese, no climbing. Now, maybe there should be a couple of stickers that say, no putting your stinky feet up on the chair. No rubbing liniment over your legs, your old legs. I mean, even if she was a hot chick, I wouldn't be digging it. I might be like, it's like a hot chick picking her nose. What are you gonna do? You're gonna forgive her? She's knuckle deep. She's smoking hot. And you're like, oh yeah, look at her. And then all of a sudden you see her with her knuckle all the way up, her fingers all the way up in her nose, up to her knuckle. What, are you still gonna go, oh, she's such a babe? Or she's taking a dump and she's wiping her ass with her hand, and you see it. Oh, I can guarantee you that she is. Guarantee. She's no HKer. Yeah, but you see, the thing is, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's not like I asked for her company. If I had asked for her company, that might be a little different. I might be a little more understanding. But I don't know her. Never met her. She has never told me her name. I don't know who she is. For all I know, she's out to... When I turn around, she's going to, stick a shiv in me. I don't know. Or as I said the other day, I don't know her from Adam. And yet I'm supposed to care. I care as a human being. What do you want to do? Walk around the town holding her hand? Walking her across the street? I have to laugh, though. I do like her spunky, sparky personality. She's watching An American in Bangkok. She doesn't want to be a chowderhead. Oh man. Um, I don't really think she'd care. I mean, like, listen, I don't care if somebody wants to come in, they got their little, flip-flops on, their sandals. But when you start sticking your feet up on the, it's kind of like you're in an airplane and you got some chick with dreadlocks and hairy armpits, and she's like putting her feet up uh, on the armrest, and it's out in the aisle, and you're walking by, and her big, stinky, dirty toenails are out for everybody to see, and to smell. Don't make me laugh. Oh man. All right. Well, she really does look like the little Billy Hunt character from maybe. No. Well, she's mumbled. I don't know. I don't think she can speak. Listen, if she put her stinky feet up on the chair, yes, I would protest. Yeah, out like at Starbucks or something. Now, if we were at home, that's a different story. You kind of expect people to do that. You put your feet up or whatever. As long as she lived there with me. Stream about nothing. Stream about Billy Hunt. I haven't had time, man. I have no time, and I have very little energy. Yes, I understand that, and I'm trying to be, but like, I try to be compassionate, but like when the turd starts coming out, it's time to say enough. And I didn't mind, her just plugging it in, but then sticking her feet up. I mean, look, come on. She's got a goiter on her foot. You know what? Hang on a second, guys. I got to take a photo of this. No, I had to take a photo with my phone, so I had to get out of the program to do that. It's a goiter. It's a second big toe. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to hell. I don't think so. You see, everybody, is that what you call it? I thought it was a goiter. The bunion, yeah, you're right. Oh, Jesus Christ. I get way too much information. What do I expect? I mean, after all, it's not like we don't talk about all kinds of funky stuff on this. She's watching An American in Bangkok, Gennaro. Either that or she's watching, I'm not going to say it. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to be nice. I try to remember that, try to be nice in all situations, but sometimes I just snap. You have to have a little bit of class. Like if you dump a chick because you hate her, you don't have to tell her, I hate you, you nasty slut, or whatever. You just say, I'm moving on, goodbye. And that's it. The question is this worth the price of a movie ticket? Oh my God. Oh, imagine if I go to China. The poo-poo? Or the po-po? Oh, unbelievable. She's looking at the Chinese version of YouTube. Whatever that one is. The woman that just walked by, she walked by once and she was looking like, because the lady had her leg up on the chair, and she looked at her and like kind of just smirked and then looked back. Then she walked back again. She kind of looked over to the left, looked at her, and she looked and turned back, kept going straight. She did no. Oh, here she comes again. Let's see. What would Peter North do? What would Barack Obama do? What would well, you know what Donald Trump would do? He'd grab her by... Wait a minute, no, I shouldn't say that. Larry David, that might be a little better. You ever seen those... Have you ever been around the people who, they have no shame? They'll sit next to you and take a dump. They'll pull off their feet at a fine dining establishment. They'll pull off their feet, their shoes at a fine dining establishment, start clipping their toenails, trying to aim them at your clam chowder. The next thing you know, you got nails in your clam chowder. Oh my God. I think he would just laugh. Oh, you've missed it so far there, Soy Dog Cowboy. Well, that's what I'm doing. I mean, I did say something, but only because the whole place is, there you go, Gennaro. I know you're loyal to this one. Oh, you just missed the Chinese lady putting her... Ah, okay. Now you missed her forcing herself upon me, and then whipping out her legs and giving herself a rub down with some liniment, despite the fact that there's chairs everywhere. She still wants to sit with me. I think it's the Manscaped. It must be. It must be that, or either that I've got these people, they feel for me. Do you feel for me? Oh my. Well, I don't know if you remember, but it's got to be the Manscaped. I don't know if you remember, but when I was in Myanmar and I was at the Tak Raw games, there was a guy who was smashed out of his mind, and he wanted to know what I was doing. And I told him, I'm trying to remember everything. I told him, but then the next thing I know, he's like, he threw his arms around me and was like, wanted to give me a kiss because, yeah, I think she is. I think she is. Oh, that's pretty bad. So I'm in her seat. Yes. Taking her space. Whatever. She's not bothering me anymore aside from her feet in my face. And I'll get over it. I've seen worse. Shouldn't surprise me. Like I said, before when I went to China, oh, you noticed that. There it is. When I was in China, the guy took a dump. I went in, he said, "Oh, I've got to go to the toilet." I said, "Okay." And then a few seconds later, I was like, "Oh, I've got to take a piss." And I go in there. This is on like a big hill in China, on a 2-lane highway that if you go over the edge, that's it. You're done. There's no guardrails, nothing. And this guy's been beeping the horn nonstop, and we're laughing because we think we're gonna die. Wow, he used the power for good. And then I walked into the restroom, and there's a row of toilets, and the guy's like squatting with a turd coming out of his ass, and then he's like, "Oh, come inside. It's okay. You come inside." I was like, "That's okay. Don't need to do that." Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Why is it that I get bothered by either the dunces of the world or the people who just do not give a shit? No, I know. Yeah, well, I don't give a shit what they think. My service is going through, was it CML or CSL or something? Their SIM, their mobile provider, so they're getting something out of it. So the bunion is a nice touch. I'll give you that. Peace. Peace to all. I have to remember that. Yeah, you see, there's guys over here laughing. These two guys over here look, they just laugh. They're like, "Oh, God." Oh, man. Harmless old woman whose feet have fouled my coffee and water and meal forever. Call it a meal. No more water. Oh yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, you have to have some patience and everything like that, and I do. There's a guy in the neighborhood who, I don't know what the proper terminology would be, but it has something to do with, I don't know what they used to call it, Mongoloidism or Mongoloid or whatever, something like that. Anyway, I think that's what that particular disability. That's what it is. And everybody in the village knows, and they're always nice to him and everything. But for some reason, he loves me. He absolutely loves me. He sees my watch and he wants to look at my watch. He stares at my watch. And then, like when there's a taxi coming or a songtao or a motorbike, he'll try to hail the cab for me because he wants to get me into the cab. He wants to help me. And then I'll say, oh, did you eat? He'll say, yes, he did. And I'll say, what did you eat? And then it'll be like, did you like it? And he's always smiling. And what I learned was he eats 2 bowls of quintillo, boat noodle soup. He eats 2 bowls 3 times a day. That's all he wants. And that's what he eats. And oh, he likes the beard too. He always comes up and goes like that. And he has like 3 hairs on his chin. I go, when are you gonna grow yours in? Come on, man, grow it in. Anyway, back to our friend. That is one big bunion. See, again, the look. They look, they see, they go, I'm glad I'm not sitting next to him. Gennaro, I have no money to be taking her to lunch, and I'll be honest. And I'm dead serious. And I know you're joking. I can barely take myself out to lunch. As much as I'd like to, I'd love to take her out and say, oh, let me buy you a muffin. Gennaro. I'm not joking either. I'm not joking, man. I thought about doing this stream from inside my room. No, I mean, it's not all that much, but I really don't have much. I'm really it's tight to be here this long. And I highly doubt that she would accept. Oh, that's nice. I like Green Day. Yeah, it'd probably be worth it to go see him. Oh. Should ask her what her name is. Maybe that's why she has the tablet, so that she can communicate with it. I don't know. I really don't know that much about. Yeah, well, she probably knows everything I'm saying. It's been a big day. Mali Woka, I don't have any idea who you are. You've never been in my streams before. You may have been lurking, I don't know. But the fact that you're saying to do it means absolutely nothing to me. Because even if Longhorns was to tell me to do it, I probably wouldn't do it. What happened to the strudel guy? Strudel didn't come back. Well, you've seen me, but you've never talked to me, and I don't know you. You've never even said hello to me, so you know you have no say. You have absolutely no say. None. That's the way that it works on the Malin network. Well, you know, listen. If you're using 50 names and I don't know online, and I can't get to know a person, well, you know, that's lovely, but you still have no say. No, she probably needs the what do they call them? You know, the constricting socks. No, I don't think it is either. And you know, it's always nice that I have a fan, and I'd prefer to have a fan than to, you know, somebody who hates me. But I, you know, oh, believe me, you're gonna go to my website tomorrow. You can go today, but it's not done yet. But I'm making a little change to my website. Oh, now that's just. Yeah, go to my website and you'll see exactly, because I'm gonna tell it like it is, and because I'm a little irritated by a few things that have happened lately. Um, so I have to be, you know, the thing is that sometimes you have to be very, 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 very clear. Like, even if you say something, you need to make sure that the words are specifically, they are the specific words you should be using, as opposed to words that might be mealy mouthing, or using a workaround, or you know, trying to be kind. Sometimes you just have to be blunt, you know. So I'm gonna make a few changes. Changes. Well, you know, this is the funny thing. I get more people watching some old lady sleeping in front of me than I do when the camera's on me. What's the deal with that? And who are these old ladies with bunions who keep stealing my viewership? They don't want to see me, they want to see her. That was a feeble attempt at humor. Beard's starting to come in, fortunately. All right, so what should we talk about for the next 20 minutes? Because that's about the end of it. Because I was really looking forward to buying this one SIM card. I think it was about $24 or something like that. No borrowing. I don't have a loan. I'm gonna ask Manscaped if I can have some loaner lawnmowers. Hey, when you come to Bangkok, if you need to be manscaped, I've got the loaner lawnmower 2.0 for you. Oh my God. What has my life become? I gotta think if this is a fun day. Seriously. I feel some pressure, to be honest. feel like I'm a kid getting ready for the football game. No, I mean, who? It's disgusting. You're like shaving your taint. Shaving your taint. You're like, I washed it. That's okay. Let's give it to Chuck. Chuck can borrow it now. Let's pass it around. Soy Dog Cowboy, you're next. I've got some loan. They do have the, the different shaving lengths, the little things, the 2 plastic thingies. That's the thing. I think that these are, the Manscaped. I wonder if they have something in the works. I'm going to have to ask them if they have anything in the works for Ladyscaped. Because if you can shave this, and you can shave down yonder on a man, and, there's, just pretty hairy people. Some gorillas out there. I'm sure you could shave a chick's muff. No muff too tough. What's the tagline on that? No muff too tough. The no muff too tough, send it back guarantee. I think it's pretty good, actually. Why me? That'll be later. That'll be in about 6 hours. Something like that. Anywhere from 5 hours to about 9 hours. So yeah, that's it's coming. Fortunately, I have the second phone to help me with information. And, yesterday I streamed. Where was I streaming? I was walking around, right? And the street performer? Remember the street performer? All right, man, you take it easy. What happened? The street performer. Remember last night there was a street performer, and I stopped and took a photo of the. I stopped and took a photo of the. The guy painting on the ground, and he had the mask and all the stuff from the protest. And then there was a street performer. And so I walked over and, guy started singing or whatever. And then I walked away. Well, guess what? Even though there's no monetization in my YouTube now. You can super chat. You can PayPal, you can super chat. But there are no ads. So there is monetization. Monetization via super chat, but no more ads, at least for now. We'll see how that works. So what was I saying? No more ads. God damn it, you see? Dementia. What the hell was I gonna say? Oh, about the guy. No ads, nothing. Street performer. Playing stuff on the street. Never heard of the song, of course. Only a couple of, maybe 20 seconds out of the song, I get this message. Sorry, but there's a song that's playing in your stream that has been, there's a copyright claim against it. This won't affect your account, but if you're going to monetize this, you're going to need to share it with the song, the copyright, the claimer or whatever. I'm like, is there no end to this shit? I think, really, I think YouTube doesn't want people to make money. They want to keep it to the corporations because they're guaranteed to get the big money. I don't know. I mean, that's a stretch, but it just struck me the wrong way. It's like I'm walking by, and the same thing with the thing in Thailand where I was outside of the 7-Eleven by the park, and this person is playing music on their little, you can't even understand the music, the words. It's all muffled because it's some piece of shit speaker. And then they send me a message, sorry, you can't even play the damn song on the sometimes, So that was a bit strange. I'm like, is there no end to this shit? It's like, what, I'm gonna walk by somebody and he's gonna like be whistling Yankee Doodle Dandy and I'm gonna have to mute the video? I can feel the empathy. It's palpable. Maybe. Who knows, I'm not 100% uncaring, but, it's just, that's how it is here. This could happen to people all the time, all over the place. It's not really that big of a deal, You're the third person who said that. There you go. Two women in the stream. Well, it's been exciting. It's been an exciting morning already. Let me show you a little more of this place now that it's opening up. We don't want to wake her up. Oh. Just carrying bog rolls. I'm very fortunate because I still have not had to use toilet paper here. No TP necessary. The mall could be Korean style. Oh, you mean that's what you kind of think this place looks like? I don't know. It's a little more Chinese than Thai for obvious reasons. I never got that Gangnam. I never got it, never understood it. I still don't understand it. And that's how I know I'm getting old. That and when I wake up in the morning and I got more aches and pains. And you know, I think maybe some of that, the aches and the pains from waking up, comes from when I don't get enough sleep. You know, because I got ample sleep last night, and when I woke up, you know, I felt a little pain, but not like the usual. Bunions are a funny thing, aren't they? You can have a beautiful woman. Yes, I got bad arthritis. You can have a beautiful woman, smart, sexy, but she's got nasty bunions all over her feet, and it just kind of ruins the experience. Especially if you're into the whole foot fetish kind of thing, but well, I kind of meant it to be that way. So I say goodbye. Don't forget your water, honey. All right, well, now you've settled out. Now I know who you are, so I feel a little better. So, good night. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Go to work, huh? Okay. It's going to be a hard day. Your leg hurts. Oh. Well, I know how you feel, believe me. Yeah, she's a good egg. My old boss used to say that when I was younger. She's a good egg. Yeah, she cleans up, you know. I could say something about that. Yeah, she cleaned up after herself. That's very nice. I was going to say, slaps on some leather pants, goes out with a hot pink shirt. She starts looking like Pinky Tuscadero. Remember her? Bad joke. That's a Jono type joke. If you're a youngster, you won't get it. I like my peace shirt. The Fonz. Who? Did who leave Thailand? No, he leaves in like about a week. I talked to him before I left. Talk about photography and stuff, you know. You know. I honestly, you know what it feels like? You know, when you go walking through a slum, or you're gonna go take a photo of a tourist attraction or something. Yeah, you know, all right, you want to take a good photo, right? But when you're like involved in a boxing event and you're like on the ring apron and you're laying there or you're standing there or you're however you are shooting the fight, you know, hey, I've got to get it right. This is the same thing. So it's like, this is like the pre-game ritual for me. I got to go out there and I got to get some shots. I got to get some good shots. And so, like, that's why I said I feel the pressure. So those bong hits. Yeah. My memory is completely shot, man. Soon the other Scott, whoever else is that. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a little meetup. I mean, you know, I used to say, oh, there's not enough people. You know. But now they're starting to, you know, starting to get rolling here. You know, this one's gonna be copyrighted. I feel like I could be sitting on some beach in Spain. See, there'd be a lot of people here with a drink in my hand. Looking out into the ocean. What a wonderful world. CSL. CSL is the name of the mobile operator, mobile provider here that I'm using. Won't you be here in January? And Gennaro's going to be here in February? Early February? So what are you saying? You don't want to be disturbed? Be banging on your door for 2 days. Wake up. We know you still like it here and you're excited because you're counting the days. I don't want to hear the trumpet. I want to hear that Spanish guitar. Tell you what, my stomach has not been right for the last, ever since my wife goes, I got a stomach ache. Then my kid goes, I got a stomach ache. Everybody blames everybody else's food. I'm blaming her Suki. My kids, or she's blaming the rice that I made for my kids, the fried rice. That's your part-time home. Home is where the heart is. At least that's what Joe Dirt says. Or whatever that old guy was that was saying to him. He lives at the dollhouse. He's got a little tiny room with a bed in it above the dollhouse. That way when he drinks, Where was that place that I used to stay? I think it was in the Philippines. Oh, look at this little kid. You hate Indiana? This kid's funny, man. I love it when kids are like that age. They're not shy. They have no inhibitions. They're just like, yeah, man, I'm checking out the world. It's awesome. I love that. I love that in kids. When they're that young, you know, they don't care. They just, oh, that'd be real good. Indiana. You know what? For the most part, I have forgotten about the United States. You know what life is like there, what it was like. I don't even. Probably for another 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 25. Yeah, no more than 2 hours. Even that's a little too long. Got big shit to do today. Big stuff, big stuff. Might go eat some dumplings for 10 Hong Kong dollars. I never even heard of Steak and Shake. Seriously, never heard of it. Shall we go? Shall we get out of here? At the You're at the Guns N' Roses concert now? Wow. Isn't that wild? Tell Axel I said hello. Actually, I like Slash better. Yeah, say hello to Slash for me. Tell him my kid likes him. Say, what's up? I think we got to go down. I need a little food in my belly, and we're gonna go down to this little place I know, and I'm gonna get some. I think it's $10, Hong Kong, and they have this little. They give you a little bowl of dim sum. That's where I'm at right now. Just have to motivate myself to lift my ass off the chair. Well, what I found is that when it comes to the music, the musicians they rarely age to where you can tell there's a noticeable difference. It's always the singer. I gotta get up. You know what? Let's see here. Normally by now I'd have about six espressos. Ugh. Wow, thank you there, Uber Gilbert. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Until I can make it as a photographer or videographer, which I'm a pretty shitty videographer. Live streamer, I think I'm okay. Decent. Until I make it, I'm like one of those guys that, I'm like a painter with, what the hell do they call them? I'm not patrons, but benefactors. Multiple benefactors. Which helps. Oh, this poor guy. Well, thank you, Gilbert. Hopefully, the upcoming ones will be good, enjoyable, and enlightening, and as much as it's kind of like I understand where my favorite photographer, Don McCullen, I understand when he says that he felt like his photography in war zones was a waste of time, because he felt like he thought he was going to make a change. He was going to be able to make a change. And that he really didn't think he made much of a change. And, he was like, he admitted that it's kind of like you go into a place and you go, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to wherever he went, to Angola or Cambodia or whatever, and he's like, I'm gonna go to this place, and you want to get good pictures. Well, good pictures means violence, means which way am I going? Yeah, it means violence. It means that people are going to get hurt, and it means that you are benefiting from that. And that's kind of how I feel here. I feel like I'm going to do this stuff, and then it's like, where am I at? I'm going to do this, and I don't want anybody to get hurt, but I want to get good shots. I don't know if there's a lag or not. Hopefully not. Might have to take a little Imodium. At least for today. I've been meaning to go to this place. It's a noodle shop right here. It's the kind of place where like you're just packed in. Everybody's sitting shoulder to shoulder, and it's a ramen shop. And it looked really, really good. Well, yeah. I mean, I kind of want to be plugged up. I don't want to be out there and go, oh man. This has to be Mighty Whitey. Can't be anybody else. I don't know how to be a woman. I know how to be sensitive and caring. Oh man, God, it was like I was coughing so much that whew. You know what happens when you get older? Your muscles get a little looser. You're not quite as tight. That goes for the sphincter muscle too. All right, let's see if they got any. Back her up. Shiu mai. I want the shiu mai. No, I don't want that. What do I want? Which ones? Yeah, these. Okay, Paris. So what everybody does at this place, Ying Huang Yun, everybody just stands around and eats. Which is what I'm gonna do. Dim sum, laxative for the soul. $7-Eleven right down the street. So I've been told by many people. As soon as I get the time and the impetus, I have the impetus to write another book, I will. I need to do it, get it done. Problem is I try to do too many things at once, which I'm going to explain on my website when I update it. It may be updated in the next couple of hours before I go out. It'll explain the difference between managers and makers. Gennaro's not going crazy. What's going on here, man? They make a good coconut milkshake here at this place. They give you like 10. Yeah, they give you 10 of these for 10 Hong Kong dollars, which is like $1.25. So they're like 12 cents each. One little dim sum. Showtime? What's showtime? I don't know if I want to know about what's going on there, Gilbert. There's a fight on? No, today's what, Saturday? Not yet. You know, Longhorns, Scott sent me a message, and he doesn't, he doesn't message me, all the time, just once in a while. He sent me a message. Hey, let's go to Margarita Storm and watch the fights. I'm like, sorry, dude. Can't do it. What's the balloon knot? I don't know what a balloon knot is. You're nuts? Now that's a good value. I could eat another one of those. They're so good. She got a different sauce on it. Got the spicy sauce. I don't need the spicy sauce though. Chinese tour group. This is an American in Hong Kong. Live. I gotta have another one. Those are so good. One more. That's better. Just put them right here. Look at that. $1.25. That's what it works out to. Unless you eat two. Sorry, dude. I've had enough of you. You're starting to be irritating in a passive-aggressive kind of way. Boom. Nice waffles here. Billabong store over there. Surf school. Guy in my hotel. One guy came in, had his surfboard, all, you know, in the case and everything. And then another guy came in, he was carrying some poles, but he had this shirt on that said Muay Thai, and it kind of looked like, you know, that he was either Thai or that he lived in Thailand or had some affiliation in some way with Thailand. So I asked him, I said, hey, dude, are you Thai? No, I'm not Thai, I'm Peruvian. But I've lived in Thailand for 7 years. And I used to fight in Muay Thai. Oh. This is a little ice cream shop right here. Next door. 2 left. I've already tried a capsule hotel. Ah, that was good. Huh, a typical room. I'll tell you how much my room cost. It was 1,895 Hong Kong for 10 days, which is 189.50 divided by, you can say 8. So that's about $23. $23 a night. Now, granted, my room is like a prison cell. The bathroom is like a phone booth. And I'm not lying. In fact, I don't think I can make it up the elevator without the thing cutting out. But, oh, here's DJI right here. Shit. I was going to get a Osmo 3 because I thought I could stream longer. But I've nixed that. I've nixed that because actually they're cheaper here than they are in Thailand. Wow, this is, oh, this is divided by 8, $400. That's not bad, actually. Anyway, it's cheaper here. It's about $100, $120. Where in Thailand, it's about, with the whole kit and everything, it's about 155 or something like that, depending on where you get it. But this is right from Osmo. I was gonna get one, but then I was like, eh. Because the only reason I was gonna get it is because, first of all, you can fold it. Second of all, you can charge while you're streaming, which the Osmo 2 you can't do. Now the Chinese gimbal I have, you can do that with it, but it's a little tricky. And I find the balancing to be much harder on that thing for some reason. But I thought about getting that, and I was like, no, I can't justify it. That's like 3,000 Hong Kong is like 2 days in Hong Kong. All right, well, I feel better now that I ate that. Oh, I would like to go to the, what is this? Yeah, that looks good, huh? Oof. Just want the meat. I don't want the noodles. Anyway, just walk down to the boardwalk and we'll say our goodbyes. I'm gonna use up all my Wi-Fi or my 4G time. Thai Simple Kitchen. They spelled it wrong on this one. They spelled Thai wrong. It's funny. This one is correct. And there's a coffee shop right here to the left. 18-gram specialty coffee. Was not open. Place was, if you remember, I went to ask them for some coffee and they said, we're not open yet. Ah, yes. Isn't it beautiful? Are you kidding? I ate that already. Didn't you see? What'd you do? Go take your dogs out or go take a dump or something? Could go over here. Yeah, I had a bowl of dim sum. You get 10 pieces for 10 Hong Kong dollars, which is about $1.25. No, not even. Yeah, about $1.25. And then I was like, man, I gotta have some more. And then I won't eat when I'm out. So yes, I ate. That may be the last time I eat today. I don't know. What street is this right here? Damn it, I always forget the name of the street. It's not Hennessy. We got some nice little restaurants around here. I mean, you know, they're reasonable. $6, $8 for a good meal. Human hair genetic cultivation technology. Oh, now I've heard it all. Anyway, I don't know what this street is. I'll have to look it up now. Oh, it's Gloucester Road. That's right. And this is Hong Kong. And this is where I take the bus to go back to the airport. I'm right here. 5-minute walk to my hotel. It's beautiful. Perfect. That's why I like it. It's in a great location, great area. It's away from a lot of the noise. And what I forgot to say was, I don't remember if I said it or not, but last night I did say this, I missed the last train. And I was asking these guys, I said, you know, I thought I walked over here before. And they said, no, you didn't. And I said, what? Yeah, I had to walk over here. No, you didn't walk. You probably took the train over here and then you were walking around here. And I said, well, maybe. And they said, yeah, because the only way to get over here is if you take a taxi or a bus. Walking over here is really difficult in the night because there's nowhere for you to walk. You're gonna have to walk on water. And so I started looking at it. I was like, shit, how am I gonna get back? And they're like, oh, you might have to take a taxi, and that's really expensive. And I was like, fuck me, I don't need that. And so it turned out that I was right next to the bus station, and I walked, and I was like, is it this one? No. Is it the next station? No. They have like little, just along the street, they have multiple stations. And finally I saw the bus, the stop, and I was like, well, hopefully it's still running. And like 2 seconds later, it showed up. And I took the bus back. Cost $9.80 Hong Kong, which again is that's about $1.20. So pretty good. Anyway, I think that's all for now. That's all I got. Thank you everybody for joining me. Appreciate it. You want to help support the efforts I'm taking here, just check the description. Keep watching, whatever. I should be streaming in about, I'd say 5 or 6 hours maybe. It may be a little bit sooner, it may be a little later. Just depends on what's going on, and you know, if the police are shooting tear gas and all that stuff. But we'll know in a few hours. And if you're up, great. Otherwise, you know, you can watch the replay. Unless I say something I shouldn't, and then you can't. Unless you're a member of Patreon or whatever. Or maybe you can't at all, I don't know. Depends. Depends on if YouTube blocks the whole video. All right, so that's all I got. It's been fun. Definitely a little bit different with my friend at Starbucks. So I'll talk to you guys later, all right? Soy Dog, Mr. Billy, Gennaro, Fidelity, all the new people. Gilbert, of course. Can't forget Gilbert. I was scrolling through here. I'm sure there's some people watching that they only comment once in a great while, but MetTech, don't mean to leave anybody out. But anyway, that's all I got. So thank you very much, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. All right? Ciao. Too early, a couple hours earlier than I was figuring. Well, it may not be. I don't know. If nothing's happening at like, 6 o'clock, nothing's popping off yet, and it looks like people are still milling around, then, it may be 8 o'clock. I don't know. 8 o'clock here, 7 o'clock Bangkok, which means it's 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday in New York. So, maybe that's too early for some people still, but it's the way it goes. So, anyway, that's all I got. So I'll talk to you guys later.